Hey everybody, I'm back with another tutorial, and this is a special effects one. As you can see, got these cuts in my face. Yeah, but I wanted to teach everybody how to do basic SFX cuts. You can literally put them in your face, hands, everything. But the skull wax will be kind of like, it likes to move if you're like moving your face around or anything. If anyone wants to see how to do basic cuts like this, then keep watching the video. Clip this piece back so it's out of my face and I don't get latex or anything like sticky or paint anything in it or blood. No, not a good situation because I've done it before. And then I'm going to wipe off a little bit of this makeup up here for the spirit gum when I do the scar wax section so it sticks a little better. And I'm going to wipe off something on here too. You can do the latex on there. You can do it over your makeup too. First I'm doing the latex, and I'm just using this liquid latex I got from Walmart during Halloween time before I worked at a haunted house. And I used a lot of this for the haunted house too. I'm going to just pour some in a little cup thing that I have. It's like all stuck to the container because I haven't used this since like October or November, end of October maybe, I'm not even sure. Just have some in a little cup, and I'm going to take a sponge, one of these like wedge sponges, and just start, here I need a little bit more light, I really need to get some batteries, oh my god this mirror's like dying on me. I'm going to take this and just dab it right here. Hair, get out, I do not want that sticking. Latex smells like butt, but makes cool cuts and stuff. So then to layer it, I'm just going to use some toilet paper, and you just kind of rip the, like if you have 2-ply, you just kind of split it in half basically, and then just take pieces and layer it over the latex. Basically, pretty simple. And then you just keep layering it with the latex until you get the deep enough cut that you like. Where's my spatula? I'm using a spatula to flatten it out so it sticks. Once I'm letting that dry, I'm just going to start on the other cut. And I'm using scar wax for the other one. My Ben 9 knows in scar wax, and I bought the big container so I could do lots of stuff with this. So I'm glad I bought this on, what site did I get it on? CameraReadyCosmetics.com. They have tons of shit like this and Scab blood, all that kinds of good stuff. And some of it's cheap, some of it's pricey. It just depends what brand you get, I think, and size container of product. But I got this in like ending October, sometime in October, I don't remember. But I've used a bunch already and I still have tons, so if you need some scar wax or some kind of like stuff, try that site. They got some pretty damn good stuff. I put my spirit gum on my forehead and make sure it's tacky before you put that on. And then I got my piece of scar wax that I just like rolled into a snake form and put Vaseline on my hands so it doesn't stick or anything. And you're just gonna push this on your forehead where you had the spirit gum at, or any spot you had the spirit gum at that you put it at. Just push it in with your finger, and then I'm gonna use my spatula in a second. More Vaseline. It just looks like a worm on my head right now. Okay, I'm just going to start flattening, well not flattening, but shaping this up better. And then I got more Vaseline and I got my spatula. And you're just going to do this until it's blended in your skin nice and like well. It doesn't look like a big lump on your forehead. I did do the cut, but it didn't record for some reason. I don't know what was going on. but I just use this part of my spatula, and if you don't have a metal spatula like this for SFX stuff, then just use a cuticle pusher for like nails, which I used to use that, and it works just as great. It's just smaller unless you get a big one. But I just kind of use this part, and then I blended out the edges that were too like in my way, like pointed upwards to just look jagged and funky. And you just clean up any pieces that you don't like, basically. I'm gonna powder these in a second. I'm trying to get some translucent powder. Really need to buy some more. I'm using my Airspun translucent powder to powder these so they're not so shiny and they look more realistic. That's what you should do if you want them to look more realistic. Make sure you powder your cuts from makeup lessons, because I used to not know that before, and then I figured it out. You can also put foundation on top of this too, but I'm not going to, just because I'm going to add paint to it and just kind of bruise it up and stuff, so it's not really going to matter. But if it doesn't match your skin tone, then you can do that. And I'm going to just lightly powder these. To get the shininess away, so they look more realistic. You know, this one's like huge in my forehead, but that's the way I wanted to do it. You guys can make it any way you like. I just wanted to show everybody how to do like the basics kind of cut anybody can basically do if you're first starting out. I was gonna make the cut in this too, I forgot about that. And I'm just taking scissors. You can literally take any scissors, but be very, very careful if you're using scissors toward your face. Do not be dumb. Just very, very careful and slowly. Take the middle part, snip it a little bit, and kind of just do this. Because this is a thick part, so it won't really pinch your skin or anything, as long as you're careful. You can also just use part of your, oh crap, what's spatula thing. But cutting it, at least making a hole, and then using your spatula to help. So I got that cut all good, and I'm going to take, I think, my monster palette from my Wolfe FX thing. My Wolfe FX palette, the monster palette, which has all these shades in it. And you can pop them out too. And 16 bucks. I have two of them because I wanted basic colors and then monster colors. So for the inside of the cut, I'm going to do that first. I'm going to take this red shade. It looks darker in here, but it's actually pretty red. And just paint the inside. It doesn't matter if you get it right there because I'm going to be like dabbing paint around it anyways. These paints are awesome so far, what I've used from them. And I want to have more SFX videos out for you guys, because this is like basically what started my channel, because, well, I like doing regular makeup too, but this is what I want to go to school for, if I ever get to go. It's just fun to do, especially Halloween. It's my favorite time of the year. I love Halloween. For the outside of these, both of them basically, I'm going to take this darker red shade that almost looks the same, just slightly darker, not as like pinkish red tone, and I'm just going to put little dots and then pat it out with my finger in a second to make it look irritated. I need more water actually. If you put too much color, just since these are water-based palettes, you can just dab your finger with water and fix it. So that's basically it for all the painting portions. I made mine a little more irritated. That's just the way I like to do mine. You could only put a little water and paint if you want to, but this is just the way I wanted to do it today, just in case people want to do it like more intense like this. If not, you just put a tiny bit of paint with your water and just mix it and just kind of add a little bit more water than paint, and then dab it with your finger, because that's basically what I was doing. Gel type stuff. And I got a burp. Just a warning, if people watch my channel, yes, I'm probably gonna burp in some videos. People do it. I'm just gross at doing it. And I'm just gonna put scab blood in here to make it more realistic. You could use any blood, but this scab blood's like the best. You know, this is like drippy kind, so then be careful. It does dry, it just takes a while. I used it when I was working at the Fright Nights, but it got in my hair. And all night it was like stuck in my hair until I showered when I got home. It was terrible. So try not to get it in your hair if you're gonna do a haunted house or something, or just go out for Halloween, or I don't know. It's not fun to have in your hair. This stuff isn't that bad. I just got this from Walmart, I think, because they didn't have any other scab blood and I needed some at the time. So I would do like a new Halloween type look for the house I was working at. Because it was a pirate house, and I was like, how can I make a pirate house scary? I'm just gonna make skeleton faces and add some blood and stuff. And I'm probably going to recreate all those looks I did too and make them into a series on my channel. I just don't know when I'm going to do it, because I want to make them better than what I started them with. Okay everybody, so this is the basic ass cuts I did. Well, not that basic because I added like so much color to them, but still they're pretty basic. Anybody can do them. Hope everyone enjoyed this tutorial on how to make SFX cuts on your face, anywhere where you want to put them. If you'd like to see more special effects videos, I made some playlists for everybody. So makeup and everything's like sorted everything, so if people only like special effects makeup, they can go to that playlist, or beauty makeup and go to that one, or get ready with me is that one. I made playlists for everybody like a couple days ago, I think. I just forgot to mention it. I'm about to go to bed after I wash this shit off, so I hope everyone enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll see you already in the next video. And don't forget to like and subscribe, I forgot to say. And bye!